Oh, hey guys, I'm just picking up pieces of my mind because after I tried this cologne, it blew my mind. The cologne I'm talking about is Fattan by Rasasi. Now, this one here has blown my mind for two different reasons. Number one is the striking similarity that it bears to Terre, both the EDT and the Parfum version, and also the price of this. As far as value for price, this is the absolute best cologne I have ever found. I'm going to tell you how close it comes to the original EDT by Terre and also the Parfum, and I'm going to explain why you just absolutely need to pick this one up. I'll give you a hint. It's because of the price to quality ratio. Anyway, guys, this is one you're not going to want to miss. Stick around for this one. So if we're going to talk about the House of Rasasi, we're going to have to talk about a little clone called La Yukawam Pour Homme, which everybody knows is a clone of Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. A lot of people think that this is actually better than the Tom Ford version. It's a little bit more rounded, way less expensive, and the performance might actually be a little bit better than the Tom Ford. So Rasasi is well known for this one, at least in the Western world. Rasasi is known more for their clones. In other parts of the world, Rasasi is known for a lot of original creations as well. But if you're watching this video, you probably know Rasasi because of La Yukawam. But I'm here to introduce you to another one. It's called Fattan. This one is strikingly similar to Terre d'Hermès from the House of Hermès. And for the price, this cannot be beat. I'm going to explain all of that in this video. Starting off with the box. Rectangular, very smooth. It actually reminds me of boxes from the House of Montal and Mancera a little bit. Very nice quality, minimalist. I like its one solid color. It says Fattan Pour Homme right here on the front. Ingredients on the back. The usual stuff on the bottom here. All in all, very classy, minimalist box. I like it a lot. And it doesn't feel wispy and papery and weak and low quality in the hand, which is very surprising for the price. Like if you look here, it's very hard cardboard. Very good quality box. I like that one a lot. And to the bottle now, like a cylindrical triangular shape. The juice you can see is kind of aquamarine. Fattan Pour Homme on the front. Okay. Heavy glass, feels good in the hand. The cap is completely transparent. It's made of plastic, feels very, very lightweight. It does click into place, but you have to be very careful to make sure it lines up completely. Anyway, that does fit pretty snugly into place. Good bottle. Let's get to the atomizer now. Okay. Decent atomizer. Not the best. Definitely not bad at all, though. Ooh, what a beautiful smell. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's get into the official note breakdown. In the top, we're given grapefruit, bergamot, pink pepper. In the mid, we're given vetiver, cedar, patchouli, and lily of the valley. And in the base, we're given oak moss, benzoin, and amber. It's not the most inaccurate note breakdown I've ever seen. However, there are a couple of things that I detect that might not be reflected so much in the official note breakdown. So in the top, I get orange and lemon. In the mid, I get vetiver and black pepper. And the dry down for me is a really nice oak moss and cedar combination. So before, I said that this Fattan by Rasasi has aspects of both Terre d'Hermès Eau de Toilette version and the Parfum version. So I'm going to start off kind of comparing and contrasting those two. So in the Eau de Toilette, everybody knows, very sharp vetiver and dirty orange. Very sharp, mineralic, but it's that sharp vetiver and dirty orange that the Eau de Toilette is really known for. The Parfum, however, is a little bit more rounded. It's more earthy, it's more woody, and it has that really nice oak moss in the dry down. And the dirty orange and the vetiver in the Parfum are more rounded. They're not as sharp as they are in the Eau de Toilette. So with Fattan, I think it opens up pretty similar to the Eau de Toilette version of Terre d'Hermès. In the top, Fattan, yes, absolutely, very sharp, dirty orange, but it's mixed with a lemon, so that differentiates itself a little bit from both the Terre d'Hermès versions. Those don't really have any lemony notes, but this, the Fattan, definitely has a strong lemon note mixed with that dirty orange in the beginning. And in the middle here, definitely get that dry, very sharp vetiver mixed with some black pepper, which adds some spice, a little bit of warmth to that dry, very sharp vetiver. So if you're not a vetiver fan, you're probably not gonna like this one. But then again, you're probably watching this video because you're a fan of Terre d'Hermès and you're interested in this particular scent DNA. In that case, I can promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. Now in the dry down, it's where it really starts to remind me of Terre d'Hermès Parfum version. The dry down in this one, definitely woody. There's a lot of cedar, which gives it a fresh kind of woodiness, and it's mixed with that beautiful oak moss. Earthy, but crisp, very aromatic oak moss. Kind of reminds you of a damp forest, but at the same time, there's a dryness to it. Very nice, very aromatic. I love the smell of oak moss. This is an absolute stunner. I, for one, am a huge fan of the Terre d'Hermès, both versions, and also the other flankers of that lineup. But mostly it's the Parfum that I really find myself gravitating towards 99% of the time. And although this does share more in common in general with the Eau de Toilette, I can tell you that this is easily one of my absolute favorite colognes for the spring, summer, and fall. I cannot get over this one, and for the price, it's probably one of the best colognes ever made. Now, getting to the versatility on this, it's definitely a mature scent. Younger guys aren't gonna like this. It's the same as Terre d'Hermès. Terre d'Hermès is made for the gentleman. It's made for dressed up occasions, formal occasions. It's not made for nights out at the club, formal meetings, business meetings, maybe a very formal date as well in an upscale institution, for example. Young guys, I don't think are gonna like this because it's so heavy on the vetiver and that dirty orange. Although it's not offensive, it requires a refined nose. This one is absolutely one for the gentleman out there. I'd say probably very few guys under the age of 30 are gonna be able to appreciate this one. Now to the performance. The performance is very good on my skin. For the first 2 hours, I definitely get an arm's length projection. The total longevity on my skin is 7 to 8 hours. I consider that to be very good performance. And the price is the best part. 50 milliliter bottle. You can get this for right around $28 US on Fragrance Net. I'm gonna post the link below in the description here. And you might be thinking, oh, it's just another super cheap clone from another Middle Eastern house. But let's remember though, La Yucawam from Rasasi. Let's all remember how good that one is. And I have to say, La Yucawam absolutely has some competition. Now, granted, the two scent DNAs are completely different. La Yucawam, everybody knows it's a dark leather. This one, brighter, more geared towards warmer weather. It's citrus heavy, it's vetiver heavy. Totally different scent profiles, but in terms of quality, in terms of similarity to what they're trying to clone, it really doesn't get much better than this, especially at this price point. Now, the price point is something I'm a little bit concerned about. I have a feeling that once word gets out about this, especially in the North American market, I feel like the price is going to go way up on this over time. Just like what happened with Rasasi's La Yucawam. We all remember when that came out, it was like what? It was like $35 US for a 75 milliliter bottle. That's up almost $80 American now because of that popularity. It absolutely blew up. Demand increased, supply wasn't able to keep up, and honestly, the companies just want to make a little bit of profit, so they raise the price up, right? I have a feeling something similar might be in store for Fattan. Now, don't quote me on that, it's just a theory of mine, but I think, we can see that it's happened with things like La Yucawam. I think that's not so out of the question for this as well, because super good quality, great performance, and it's very close to the original Terre d'Hermès, both the Eau de Toilette and the Parfum. So I hope you've enjoyed my review of Fattan by Rasasi. Like I said, if you're a fan of Terre d'Hermès, if you have that taste, you're really going to appreciate Fattan, and I'm sure you're going to appreciate the low price of it as well while it lasts. Go ahead, go pick this one up. You're not gonna regret it. If you're a fan of Terre d'Hermès, either version, I'm talking more about the eau de toilette or the Parfum version, and you think they're just a little bit expensive and you want to reserve them for like very special occasions, you don't want those bottles to run out, pick up a couple of bottles of this. Easy replacement if you want to wear this as a daily driver, as your signature scent, so you can save the Terre d'Hermès for more special occasions if that's what you want to do. I highly recommend this Fattan by Rasasi. Once again, guys, thanks so much for sticking around for this review. I love reviewing this one. Easily one of my favorite spring, summer, fall fragrances. I'm going to be wearing this a lot this year. And until next time, guys, keep it real.